Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Fun Stuff Friday, and as you saw yesterday, a lot of the things I have gotten in this week are books, so I'll do some flip throughs. First I want to show you these things that came in the mail after I did my video yesterday. This one here, I've put it on a ring so that I can store it easily, but these are all stencils. Really pretty floral stencils. So I'll show you each one. I thought they would do really good for backgrounds. They've got some really small ones like this one that would work really well for some backgrounds. Same with this one. Would also work really well for a background. There's a whole bunch of them. I don't know if we'll show them all, but we'll show a few of them. This one's one of my favorites. It's a bee. So yeah, these are all just plastic stencils, and you just tape it down onto the area you want to do, and then you take your dauber and just smoosh it around. This is another really cute one that'd be good for backgrounds. You know, just to put in that extra little added bit. This one here would be great too. Just leave the sunflower part off. Then you have a bee and a butterfly. And then we have this one here, which has the bee and the flowers. Another really nice one for backgrounds. This one here is great. It has some butterflies, dragonfly, and a bee. So all really good for backgrounds. Another really good one. This one here I really like. I think it would look really cool with some of the individual fairy pictures as a background. So that's what I'm going to use them for, as backgrounds. So I think we're getting close to the end of this set. Here's another really cool one. I really like this one too. It's got some birds. Oh, there's a piece that didn't pop out. That's okay. I'll pop it out with a knife. But it's got some birds and some leaves and the stem of a flower. Really cool. And then this one here I thought would be really cool for some jungle backgrounds. It's got some proms and some elephant leaves and stuff like that. Really good. This one here is another really cute one for a background. It's got the queen bee and some roses and some flowers. Really, really sweet. And then this one here is another great one for a small fairy background. And then we're back to the start. So that's those ones. These are, like I said, they're just plastic oh, brain not working now. Stencils, that's the word I'm looking for. Odd. And this one is a whole set of really big ones and really small ones. So we'll put the small ones aside and we'll look at the big ones because they're so pretty. And they are going to make some wonderful, wonderful backgrounds. So with these, what I would do is I'd do the background, let it dry, and then put it through the printer, and then color over it. Like, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? This one here is one of my favorites. Like, how pretty is that? You know, I could even print this as, like, do a print and then color in all the different areas. Very, very pretty. Here's another one that's really pretty. But if I do them in some really funky colors or some watercolor and then just let it dry and then put it through the printer and print the picture over top of it, and then I can color over top of that, I think that'd look really cool. This one's really cool too. I got some really great mandala patterns that I don't like mandalas very much, but I don't mind when I can just ink right over top of it and use it as a background. That's definitely something I don't mind doing. And this one here I have used already because I saw it and went, ooh, I know where I like that. So I'll show you that in a few minutes. So those are the big ones in the mandala set. I'll put those over here. And here are the small ones from the mandala set. So it came with the big ones and the small ones. So there's a lot in here. These were on my enable train. I think yesterday, day before. So this one's really cool. I like this one. That'd be a great background. And so would this one. You just go over them with ink and there's your background. There's another good one. So we're still in the mandala ones, and you know, there's certain ones that bits haven't popped out, which is fine. You just take a little knife and cut it and it'll pop right out. And I've got an X-Acto knife that I can do that with. So see, just like that. Some of them will just pop right out. Some have, like this one here, have a little piece that's holding it in, but most of the time you can just pop them right out, like this one, like that. I had to do that with some of the butterfly ones, as you can see. Like I had to pop out an entire butterfly. I had to pop out a bee. So I've got a bee and a butterfly that I can use as well. I keep all these little things and use them on other things. And I don't really want to... I'm stacking them funny, and I don't want to do that because if I do, they can get hooked into each other. And yeah, that's no good. This one's a nice one too. I like these little areas here. You can use them in the corners of your picture. Really pretty. Here's a great one. That would make it really cool with some gold over it as a background. Use some gold paint and oh, this one is kind of broken. Well, it's not really broken, it's just, yeah, it's kind of warped. We have one travesty. That's fine. This is another one that'd be a great wallpaper. And our travesty, as you can see, it's got its little things here, stickety uppity. I think I could probably get them to go down, but I think they're pretty much hooped. Maybe if I put it this way. No, they're still pretty much hooped. Oh well, it was a pretty one though. Just don't do the center area, just use the outer, and it's still useful. Oh, this one's pretty. I haven't looked at all of these because there are so many of them. I just flip through them. I like this one. You can use these as kind of clouds. That's really cool. I like that. And then there's this one, which is another great one for a wallpaper background. Another mandala type one that's really good for backgrounds, or you know, if you do mandalas as well, you can do your entire sheet with these. These were actually listed as, ooh, I like that one, as something that you put over top of rocks or other things and just paint your mandala on it, which is really kind of cool in itself. I think that they would work really, really well on a sheet of paper and just do like a background all the way around the sheet of paper and then print over top of it. This one's pretty. Ooh, this one's really pretty. I like the really intricate ones. I just don't like coloring them. I think they're gorgeous. I just don't like coloring them. This one here would be great for dots, for bubbles. Some really nice ones. That's a good one too. It's got a piece on it that hasn't popped off. And basically all they are is patterns stamped into the plastic. Very, very nice. Ooh, this one's really pretty. This one looks like lace. I like that. Look at that. That's really cool. And then we have a star one. Some of these will be great for Christmas and that sort of thing. That's really cool too. That'd be a really cool pattern in silver and gold. And just keep on overlaying it. Ooh, this one's pretty. So we have a lot of really, really pretty ones. This one would be cool too. Overlaid. That'd be really cool. It's a little bit psychedelic there. And then this one here, also another really good one for doing complete pages with just overlay. So those came in yesterday after I did my All Things Thursday video. And that's basically what I'm going to use them for, is I'm going to use them for backgrounds and, you know, just playing with them, with my inks and that sort of thing. I don't use enough of my inks, so I wanted to, you know, have something to use my inks with. So, other than just rubbing it on a space as a background or using it to color with. I wanted to give some detail to the backgrounds. I'm getting all fancy with the backgrounds now, people. Stop me. Stop me now. I see things and I go, ooh, that'd be nice as a background. How could I do that? And then I see things like this going, ooh, I could use that, and that would make that a background. So that is what came in the mail yesterday. So yesterday I went through and I showed you all the wonderful books that Evelyn bought me, which gorgeous, gorgeous. So we'll do a flip through of those, as well as the Tatiana Bogama, Stova, the vintage classics coloring pages. We'll do a flip through of that. Then we will do a color in the 100 Hugs. The 100 Hugs challenge is going to be in September, and I have marked all of the pictures that are listed in the challenge. Tammy, Angie, let's see who else is doing it. Yeah, Tammy, Angie, Ashley, Shell, and myself so far are doing the 100 Hugs challenge. And they have an entire list of ones that are going to be colored in September for the challenge. So I will not color any of those. I will color those in September. But I want to do all 100 Hugs out of this book. So it's going to take me a couple of months. So for a few months, we're going to have a small coloring every day that I do a video out of the 100 Hugs. So we'll be doing that because I have done this one. Isn't he cute? And today we're going to do this one. And I've got this piece of plastic, rubbery type plastic behind it so that when I color, it doesn't affect this page with this page. So that's one thing that we will do today. So let's start with the Tatiana Bogama, and then we'll get into the Denise Colette books, because there's a few of them and they're really big and they're so pretty. And you'll see what I did with the rose background template there. Okay, so this is Vintage Classic Coloring Pages 4. I do have all the other ones as well. This was one I saw and didn't have, so I bought it because I just love her work. So we have, of course, our little fairy for her title page. And then we have our This Book Belongs To page. And of course over here, Tatiana always puts information about herself as well as her copyright information and that sort of thing. The pages in all of Tatiana's books are the Crate Space paper. They're not the best paper, but they are colorable. Alright, and this one here, of course, is Jack and the Beanstalk. Just, again, I don't know what this one is. I did not have time yesterday to research it, but it is just gorgeous. And it looks like a reindeer with a little girl. Looks like an Inuit girl. And then this one here looks like the she has an apple, so, but I'm not sure, but it's absolutely gorgeous. All of the detail all the way through the gown into her hair and beret type bonnet there. I'm not quite sure if that is a part of her hair. I think it's a part of her hair with some beads in it. Just really pretty. And this one here is the Swan Princess. Again, the intricate details in her work is just beautiful. And she gives you a good indication. These are not a grayscale, but she does have a good indication of where to shade, which is really cool. And this one's really cute. Again, I did not have time to research it yesterday, so. This is another beautiful one. All of the intricate details throughout her hair with the seaweeds and the shells and the beads and the fish. And the ship up here even has the mermaid on the front of it, which is really cool. Yeah, it's just so much details. All the treasure falling from the ship. Another wonderful princess fairy with the spinning wheel with the golden thread. Now, Rumpelstiltskin was one that had golden thread in the story, and there's another story out there too, and I can't remember the name of it. But, and then there's this beautiful horse and some roses. Absolutely gorgeous adornment for the horse's armor. Just beautiful. And then we have the Wizard of Oz. We've got Dorothy and Toto and the Cowardly Lion and the Tin Man and the Scarecrow. His brain wasn't letting me know what. I hate it when my brain does that. And then this one here is very remnants of the Beauty and the Beast with Belle and the Beast. I'm not sure what this one is, but it's got a knight here fighting a fire-breathing dragon outside the castle. I love her dragons. They're just so cool. And there's a more realistic dragon. Well, can't really say a dragon's realistic, but more of a stony type of dragon guarding the princess in the tower. And the knight is coming to release her from the tower. And then this one here, we've got Puss in Boots. There's Puss and his boots and his sword and his hat and his belt. Sleeping. He's sleeping. Looks like he had a good meal before he went nuts. Oh, and there's a little butterfly there. That's cute. And then we have this one, which is some deer god or deer king. Again, another story. I don't know what it comes from, but I'm pretty sure it's some sort of fable that is. She's got so many different, what is it called? International or nationalities or different national um, fables in here. So it's got a good variety for, you know, every storyteller. And then there's this one here with all the birds singing and Rapunzel with her hair. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your long hair. And I'm probably saying Rapunzel wrong for anybody in that language, but that's the way we say it. And then there's this one here with the Ice Queen in the snow. And then we have Sleeping Beauty, that once she's asleep, waiting for the prince's kiss to wake her. And then we have the I know her name. The princess from the genie from Aladdin. And for some reason I can't think of the name. So she's pretty though. All the details with the tiger, and I'm not sure if that's Papa or not, but. And then we have Cinderella with the pumpkin and the mice all ready to go to the ball. It's about to become a carriage. And then we have Little Red Riding Hood with the wolf watching her. As she's heading off to Grandma's. And then we have the city on top of the fish. I know this, I've heard this story. I can't remember the name of it though. All the little details is just phenomenal. And then we have the Wicked Queen looking in the magic mirror. Mirror, mirror upon the wall. With the apples already there. I don't think she liked what she heard. And then this one here is the Princess and the Pea. So they've got the royal pea and they're going to put it in the bed under the mattresses to make sure the princess can feel it. And then this one here I do believe is Thumbelina. Such a cute picture. A little grandma mouse there in the doorway. Just love it. Little Thumbelina. And then we have Hansel and Gretel's gingerbread house there that the witch has created to lure them in. And that is the end of the book. Absolutely wonderful book. Some really, really nice pictures. And of course, I just love Tatiana's work. So, another book well done, Tatiana. I thank you very much for all of your artwork. It has been a continued pleasure to color it. So now the next one is Gnomes in the Neighborhood. Now these are double-sided pictures, so I will be having to move things around. It is a really large book. It's a, well, let's see. Let's measure it. 25 by, so basic, yeah, 25 by 25, so 12 by 12 inch book. And on the back it says, enter a realm of spectacular color. Tells you all about gnomes in the neighborhood. Tells you about Denise Collette out of Canada and her sense of humor and the enjoyment that she has in creating her books. All right. So this is Zen Doodle Coloring presents Gnomes in the Neighborhood, an artist coloring book. And I just love the metallic little bits that they have on there. Very cool. Big book. All right. So we have our introductory page, which has the adorable little gnome there on the swing with her birds watching. And of course all the flowers. These are extremely detailed, so you may miss some details if you don't look close enough. This is really cute. This book belongs to Paige, is adorable. I love it. Oh, maybe they are single-sided. Oh, never mind. They are single-sided. For some reason, I thought they were double-sided. I don't know why. Something in my brain. So we have the wonderful lovebirds looking at the moon up on their branch outside their home. And then we have the artistic juggler acrobatic gnomes. And then we have the Zen gnome. She's so zen. And the paper in here is a really good paper. It feels almost like a little bit less than the 65-pound cardstock that I use. Really good paper. Actually feels a little bit toothier, so. And then we have a bunch of gnomes up in the tree. We've got one on a swing, all different vines, and just cute little gnomes. This one's saying peace, dude. That's so cool. I just love them. And then we have the ballerina gnome getting ready for her performance. She's about to start. And then we have another wonderful gnome house with all of the gnomey neighbors. And then we have this one here with all his birds. I just love the little polka dot bows on everything. So cool. Not sure if that's a male gnome or a female gnome. I think it's a male gnome with the beard and the mustache, but then he's got the braided ponytails and all the bows, so oh, it's a gnome. Gnomes are gnomes. And then we have the grumpy gnomes with the grumpy owls. And then another Zen gnome, just relaxing. And then we have another pretty female gnome. I think she's dancing up the ranch. And we have one sitting in the window with her birds. Just sitting. And we have a gnome in front of his home. Love his hat. His hat is so cool. Then we have gnomes in teacups and teapots. Again, really cool. Just love all the little details because there's so many little details in everything. Even in something large like this, there's small little details, which is really cool. And you probably have seen these so many times, this is probably boring the heck out of you. So I'll speed it up a little bit. So we have a gnome in the books, and we have a gnome in the books, and another sleepy gnome. Just really cool. And you guys probably can't see all the really good details. My main camera isn't great at picking up a lot of details until you start coloring them in. So I apologize. There's some lovebirds. The gnomes are courting. And here as well, got a big bundle of flowers. Just absolutely adorable. Oh, there's a sleeping fairy, and the gnome's going, what's this? Poke, poke, poke. Ooh, there's a hobbit gnome house. I like that. That's cool. And then the gnomes on swings. And the gnomes drying their clothes. And the gnome's closet. And sisters, or BFFs, one or the other, doing the selfie. And then the gnome shopping. The gnome shopping mall. And a lovely gnome house with a gnome. And a sleepy gnome on top of the flower bed. Now you know why it's called a flower bed. And then the gnomes sitting on a bench, all in front of their homes. Ooh, winter gnomes with snowmen. Well, snow girls. They're so cute. And then we've got the snowman. And the gnomes building the snowman. And sledding time. And skating time. And sleepy time. And there's a piggy under there. More sleepy time. And more gnome snowmen. And more gnome snowmen with the female gnomes all in their winter gear. And then we've got some gnomes in Gnomies in Love. I love gnomes. The gardening gnomes. The garden gnomes. And then the gnomes taking a nap with the puppy dog. And riding the puppy dog outside the puppy dog's house. So there's the puppy dog's house, and there's the gnome's house. That's cool. I like that. Washing the puppy dog. Aw, keeping the puppy dog dry. That's cute. And then we have our beach gnomes hanging out on the beach. And then we've got our Hawaiian gnome with the tiki and all the Hawaiian fauna around her and flora. And then we have the queen gnome getting ready to go on her throne. Another island type of picture. Oh, they've got a gnome mobile. That's cool. That's really cool. And then we've got the hula gnomes. And we've got the tiki gnomes. And then we've got them on the pier having a drink. And then we've got all the gentleman gnomes bringing in some flowers. That's really cool. All these ones have really big flowers. This one has a little tiny one. Decorating gnomes. Looks like they're decorating with grapes or apples or. And the fisherman gnome with the glass fish balls. Bubble fishing. Yeah, bubble balls. That's what they're called. Very cool. Bubble fishing. Fishing for bubbles. And then we have the gnome fishing and the mermaid. All those fishies, and not one of them's going near that hook. They're all going, yep, nope. And the mermaid's probably going to come up under him and knock him over. Nope, she comes up and falls in love. And then the artist gnome, who has painted and drawn all these wonderful pictures. And then we have the mermaid gnome, the mermaid, and the gnomes, and the fairies, all in one picture. That's awesome. And then again, the artist gnome. And I think we all know who the artist is. Denise. Wonderful, wonderful book. So that is Gnomes in the Neighborhood. And the next one I'll try to do a little bit quicker. It's Mermaids in Paradise. And again, it's the same style, done by Denise Collette. And these are all mermaids. So beautiful, wonderful picture for the title page. And the mermaid on the swing for the book belongs to page. That's kind of cool. Looks like she's on a tire swing. And the mermaids with the walruses. Looks like she's a little cold. And the swimming mermaid with the big fishy. And we've got the tikis with the piggy. I don't see a mermaid in there. Nope, don't see a mermaid in there. She's probably hiding. They do that. And then we've got some wonderful flowers and a parrot. And then we've got a swimming piggy and a turtle. Turtle. It's just so cute. And of course, all the directions here. And the bubble for fishing. And we've got some more birds. Lots of different parrots there. And then we've got the mermaid swimming with the piggy. And then we've got some fishies in drink glasses. A little bit odd, but cute. And with all the bubbles, I assume they're all underwater, so they're all fine, but you know, still a little bit strange. And we've got some birds with some drink glasses. It looks like they've been dipping into them. And a mermaid bar with a octopus bartender and some bubble fish. And then the mermaid with her treasure. And some girlfriends in the bubble bar. And then we've got the bubble fish. And then we've got some more mermaids with lots of treasures. And some really cool birds. These are such cute little parrots. And all of them have such cute little personalities. It's awesome. And then we've got our mermaid in a boat with her parrots. And this mermaid come up to say hi to the piggy. And the message is in the bottles. So if you send a message in the bottle, you know where it's gone. The mermaid has taken it and is making a pile of them. And then we've got some tikis. Ooh, I love these little... Those are so cute. A fantastic mermaid and some sea turtles. And some mermaid tails. Would those be classified as mermaid butts? And then we've got some puffer fishes and the mermaids. And of course the bubble fish. And we've got a whale with a mermaid. And then we've got a dancing mermaid with dancing with all her fish. And some jellyfish. It's just so pretty. There's a lovely mermaid. Some more birds. This one has a grumpy owl, a couple of grumpy owls, and some parrots. Looks like they this one's quite interested in this one. It's like, hi there, I want to be friends. And then we've got the mermaid with the sharky. And it looks like she's untangling the sharky, or is she tangling the sharky up? I think untangling him. And then we've got the mermaid swimming with some penguins. I guess there's another name for them too. I just call them penguins. And then a swimming mermaid. And then a mermaid with the seagulls. Looks like she's giving them lessons. And then looks like it's a big cavern full of wonderful flowers and tikis, and wonderful place for a mermaid to hang out. And some more birds. And another wonderful mermaid. And this time has a waterfall. And the mermaid in the swing or the hammock. And the mermaid in a tire swing. And the hammock with the birds. I'm just trying to do this really quick so that we can get through them and actually have time to color. Ooh, the relaxing mermaid in a floaty. The mermaid in a floaty. And the bird in the floaty too. That's cute. And the mermaid with the turtle. This is a turtle, not a not a sea turtle. It's a land turtle. Then we've got some more wonderful little birds. And the cool mermaid just relaxing, chillaxing in her wonderful little cavern there. These ones are chillaxing on the beach with the birds. Another one in the cavern. Or is it on the beach? I'm not sure. But it has some fantastic flowers all the way around it. All different flowers. And then we've got a sunbathing mermaid with looks like she has a couple of water lilies there. And mermaid friends. Again with the waterfall behind them. And chillaxing on the palm tree. Just having a drink, relaxing. Love the little fish in her glass. You guys probably couldn't see that, but I did. Relaxing with the birds. Some more birds. Oh, swimming with the dolphins. That's awesome. I like that picture. Some more tikis and the mermaid sitting behind the tiki with the fish under the water. And we've got some lovebirds there. Look like kookaburras. And then we have a mermaid and her horses. Seahorses, that is. And then we have a mermaid in her clam-shaped bed with the seahorses. And posing for some pictures. And then we've got the reading mermaid with all the books in her bed. That's cool. That would be me. if I could swim. Oh, and there's the pretty mermaid. Well, all of them are pretty mermaids, but and then mermaid in the bubble bath with the octopus giving her all her towels and scrubbers and relaxing on the bubbles. This one's outright napping. Taking a bit of a rest with the fishy there that lights up, the luminous fishes, lighten up the book so she can read. And sleeping. A sleeping mermaid with her bubble fish and her turtles and all that swimming around her. And it's mermaid laundry day. And let's see, trying to make sure I get only one page. And then we've got some lovebirds there with the babies in the nest. Oh, this is so sweet. That is just adorable. And then we've got a mermaid holding a fairy. That's awesome. And that's the end of the mermaid book. Alright, last one. And then we get to color. I'll try to make it quick, I promise. So this one I couldn't wait. No, that's Gnomes in the Neighborhood. Grabbed the wrong one. I couldn't wait. This one is Fairies in Dreamland. And it's an artist coloring book, and you'll see what I actually did with that rose stencil as we go through this book. So again, a Denise Collette. And again, this was a fantastic gift from a wonderful friend, Evelyn. Thank you so much once again. And of course, we've got our book belongs to, and we've got a sleeping fairy in her flower bed. And then we've got flowers and a fairy. The details in this book as well, all of them are very, very nicely detailed. All of them have this fantastic paper. The only problem I have with the books is that it's printed all the way to the end. So you can't really get into this area to do your details in that area. Only problem, but not a big deal. You can just cut the page out. Oh, sleeping with her bun bun and her birdie there. I love the birds in this book too. They're so cool. Sleeping on a hammock in between the flowers. Sleeping on a vine swing with the sleepy birdies. All the flowers. She's getting ready to go sleepy. She's got all those big cushions and blankets, and I think they need a lot of cushioning. And then little birdie sleeping there, also really cute. Sleeping on a flower. This one didn't need so much, just curled up on a flower. Again, another hammock with lots of different pillows and beautiful flowers all the way around her. And a birdie. They're all just so cute. This one here's got a little tiny flower to sit on. She's not quite asleep yet. And then we've got the posing fairy. And then we've got a sleepy fairy with her birdie up on a branch in what looks to be a rose bush. And there's another sleeping birdie there, a sleeping couple there, another sleeping birdie. I could probably find all of them all over the place. Oh, isn't that sweet? Little fairies covering up the piggy because the piggies sleep in. And a sleepy fairy in the flowers with the birds. And this one here is getting ready to go sleepy. She's got her blankie and she's trying to tell the birdie to go away because it's her bed. And then we've got the sleepy fairy on the branch, and I just love all of their little blankets and things that they have piled up under them to cushion them. It's so cute. Then a sleepy birdie in a leaf hammock. And then in a water lily on a lily pad. And on some mushrooms. Looks like these girls can fall asleep anywhere. Goodness. Some more on some mushrooms, and this time the hammock has a cover so that the birds can sleep too, and to keep the sun off the fairy, I would assume. Again, up in the tree, absolutely. Oh, and this one here is falling asleep reading a book. And this one here is sleeping in the tree. This one's a dorm. A big chubby bird there falling asleep with the fairy. And of course the oh, wonderful flowers there. I know what they're called, but my brain is just not letting me speak today. And this one, this is what I did with the stencil. So I used the stencil and my dewdrop inks, and I put in the flowers in behind. I've colored this with the Amazon Basics, and I've just got the mushroom started. So I will finish that and I will show you. But I couldn't wait. I saw it and I went, ooh, I need to use the froze one on this and get the roses all the way around her. Not overly, it is a first attempt at it, so it's not perfect, but it's cute. And a bunny, a sleepy bunny. I like that one too. It was too cute. And a sleepy piggy, which is just adorable. And another sleepy fairy in a flower hammock. And another sleepy fairy on a branch, and she's got a little waterfall going down, and a birdie, and another birdie. I can find so many different things in each picture, and you know, you miss things every time you look. So every time you look, you find a new thing. It's really kind of cool. And there's some sleepy fairy on a bushel of roses. Aw, not so sleepy fairy with all her birds and her pretty gown in the rose bush. Just fell asleep reading a book. Don't we all? We always fall asleep reading our books. Well, I don't know if she's ready to go to sleep yet, but she's got all the books ready, that's for sure. Again, on a bouquet of flowers, sound asleep. And in a poppy field, just sleeping away. All the cushions, she's made herself a little nest there. And sitting on a bouquet of what looks to be the button flowers, blue button flowers. Yeah, I know what they are. My brain is just not letting me say them today. This one here has a wonderful rose vine swing with mushrooms up on the branch. Looks like she's having a lot of fun. And then the little piggy with the sleepy fairy. And another one that's sound asleep. And a sleepy fairy. Look at all the cushions that this fairy has accumulated. And looks like they're sleeping in vines. And reading a book. Sitting on a mushroom with all of her soft stuff. Aw, the fairy and the bunny and all her birds. Just so cute. And this one here also, this one's got a tower of comfort. And this one here is just beautiful, sitting on a flower. Oh, this one's busy. Let's see. Lots of different birds and vines and flowers. Very busy page. I'm not seeing the fairy in it. And I'm probably just missing her, or she's not. There isn't a fairy in it. One or the other. But I can't see very well. So and sleeping on a bouquet or a cluster. It looks like tulip type flowers. Sitting with her birdie. So she's got a little bed up there for the bird, and she's got her own bed. That's cool. A sleepy fairy on a tiger lily. See, I knew what that one was. Piggy. I love the piggy. And more of the piggy. I think it's hilarious that the fairies have a piggy. Reading books. Morning glories. That's what those flowers are. Morning glories. Another one with some water lilies. And we've got some chunky birdies there. Oh. That one seems that the page is coming out. And there's a sleepy fairy on a hammock. And there's a fairy getting ready to go to sleepies. She's got her blankie. Her birdie's already gone to bed. And on a branch full of flowers. With all of her flowers above her. It's so cute. It's just such a wonderful set of books. They're just adorable. Reading. I love that these fairies like to sleep and read. And pose. This one's posing. This one's posing. This one's posing. This one's sound asleep. They're just so cute. Sleeping on the flower. And of course, getting ready for bed with all of her cushions. And reading a book before bed. That's a big book. And just the fairy on her pretty branch. And that is the last page. Absolutely fantastic books, and I cannot thank Evelyn enough for gifting me these wonderful books. I appreciate it so much. All right, so those are all of the books that came in yesterday, as well as all of the stencils. So we're going to quickly color the owl. So I'm going to switch you over to the close-up camera here so you can see the owl. And I'm going to use A Shen colored pencils for this, if the book will stay open. Of course, the train has to go by and be noisy. I'll hold the book open when I'm ready to color in it. I just got to sharpen up some of these pencils here. I thought they were all sharpened, but obviously I missed some. But it's not a lot of coloring to do on this page, and just some work on the feathers. So we're going to use about 6 pencils, getting the depth and everything on those feathers. Now the A and Shen do not have any color name or color number. You just have to kind of wing it. They do, however, match pretty close to their barrel, so that's always a good thing. Alright, so I've got those nice and sharp, so we're going to put in our base coat. And I'm going to try to keep you in screen here. So I'm just going to put in our base coat in this light color. And I'm just putting down a really, really light layer. And I'll put down more of it later. Right now I just want to put down the base so that I can get that dark areas down as well. Alright. Oh, yeah. Try to make sure I'm coloring the right thing here. Once we get further into the wings and whatnot, we'll do more of directional coloring. Alright, so there's our base. Now we're going to start with our darkest color, and we're going to go into those dark areas here. I think that's the darkest. That's probably not the darkest. It's probably the reddest. Yeah, this is the darkest. Now, the one thing I do like about the A and Shen This is the skin tone set that I'm using here. Not only do they have a really good variety of skin tones for both dark and light skin, but they can be used for a variety of things, such as, hair, feathers, fur, things like that. It does have a good selection of those browns and that sort of thing that you would want for doing hair and whatnot, so which is great. And they're hold a point quite nice, but they're still soft enough that you can blend them together really well. Alright, now I'm just trying to get this done fairly quickly for you, so I know that it's already been a long video of flip through, but I wanted to get them all done so that you could see them. Normally I do them on individuals, but I figured they're all the same person, so why not? Other than the... And then I thought, well, I've still got the Tatiana Bogama, and it's a fairly small book, so I'll just do that one first. Not taking into account how big those other books were and how long it would take. But we got through it. It's all done. It's all good. And they're all absolutely gorgeous books, so hopefully that you hopefully you were able to see them. So I'm just putting this dark color everywhere is that the owl's feathers are fairly dark. And I have the plastic behind it, of course, to protect the other page. Now you can do this with a piece of paper or anything like that. I'm using this piece of plastic because it's flexible, so I don't have to constantly feel like I'm creasing a piece of paper, because I don't like that feeling. Alright, so we're going to take the next color, which is a bit of a gray-brown color. We're going to go in and we're going to fill in some of these open areas here. Like so. And of course, having an owl hugging a pussycat is just awesome. And I know it's probably another fairy tale that I don't know the name of or the information of. Wasn't all that big into fairy tales when I was a kid. I liked books, but I wasn't deep into the fairy tales. I liked fact. I read a lot of factual books. Alright. Just going through and adding this color to the tips of the wings. And then we're going to take the next color, which is this one. It's got a little bit more of a reddish brown to it. And once again, we're just going to go through and fill in most of the going from the darker area into the lighter areas. Giving that some depth, especially around the beak. And then up into here. Now the really light areas, I'm going to recoat in that lighter color that we started with. But first I'm going to put down the separations of the wings, of the feathers, and any little bits that we need to darken up a little bit, like in here. And over here. And I'm just going down through the wings and following those little lines a little bit. Getting those darkened up in those areas. Darkening up this area. Okay. Now we're going to take that lighter color again, and we're just going to go over top, blending everything together. Now, because of the type of book this is and the type of paper this is, you're going to have to use your lighter color to blend, just to make sure that you don't overwork the paper, because this is not meant to be a coloring book. This is a reading book, so the paper in here is not meant to be written on or colored on, so it doesn't hold as much as you would expect a coloring book to. So don't expect it to hold layer after layer after layer. If you do, you will be disappointed. Okay, so now we're going to take this color here. No, actually I want this color. And I'm going to do his claws down here. And this one. And then we're going to take a little bit of this color. I might have to find a black. For the talons. So we'll use this one. No, that's purple. That's not going to help me. There we go. It's a little darker anyway. Alright. Then we're going to take a little bit of pink. We're going to do the pads of the cat's paws here. And then we're going to take a little bit of this peachy orange. Do that. And then we're going to take a little bit of this. next one, I'm going to try these pencils on because they seem to work really nicely on it. There. I know I said I was only going to use the Ian Shen, but the rest of the colors I have in the Ian Shen were a little too light. So this is an Ian Shen. The other one was a design color, or an artist color. Is it artist? Yeah, an artist. Derwent artist. So it's still sticking with the A is for August. So that's good. Might have been actually one of them was a Derwent light fast, so it still sticks to it. It's mostly A's. Just a little bit of not A. But that's okay, because I'm doing a hug. And a hug is a hug. And it just makes everything better. Yesterday was a very sad day for our family, and a very close personal, a very close person in our family. And she lost her fur baby yesterday, so I will be sending her as many hugs as I can. And of course, the coloring community lost a wonderful member yesterday as well, from the administration of Monia Gates's community and her Facebook. So, of course, our warmest regards and deepest sympathies to her husband Ralph. I think that's his name. Now I'm questioning myself. But either which way, you know, our hearts go out to him, and I hope that she is flying high with colorful wings. So lots of hugs going out yesterday for everybody, for both sad things and happy things. Okay, so I think our hug is complete. So I'm going to switch to the other screen here, and there is our hug, and we're going to put the I'm going to write on it the date. So today's date, what is today's date? August 20th. 2021. Okay. And that is our hug for August 20th, 2021. I want to say thank you all very much for watching. I hope you can join me tomorrow for the live color and chat, where we will be coloring another of Dover's publications out of Alice in Wonderland, and I hope that you can join us for that. Until then, thank you all very much for watching. Thank you all very much for your support. Evelyn, thank you very much for the books once again, and the wonderful Teagal sharpener, and of course the reptile pad that I will be using for some backgrounds fairly soon. I can't wait to join the other girls in adding more hugs to this book. I would like to get this book finished, you know, within 100 days, of course. And then I am going to gift it to somebody that really needs a hug. All right, guys. remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It definitely is the best way to support the channel. And of course, leave me a comment. Let me know what you like and don't like, and that sort of thing. I do try to answer everybody's comments. If you have any specific requests, make sure that you send those to me in the email so that I can communicate better with you on them. The email address is in the description below the videos, as well as on my banner on the main page of my channel. And let's see what else. If you want to join me over on Facebook, please feel free to do so. Just make sure that you fill out the application form so that we can get you in there as quickly as possible. If you don't fill out the application form, one of my administration will actually reject your application. It is nothing personal. It is just the fact that we require the application to be filled in. Okay, guys, I think I've taken up enough of your time today. Thank you all very much for watching. Always remember to relax, color, and stay safe. Everybody have a fantastic day. And until next time, bye bye for now.